So anytime you're going to do a direct mail program, you always want to start out with the targeted sales per piece. And there's two different targets. One is for prospecting. And then as a brand, you typically understand what your average sales per piece is for any given customer. So let's walk through this customer acquisition example and really how to solve for growth. So if the target for a prospecting piece is $1, and once that client becomes a buyer, the average revenue per piece ends up being about $10. So if we go out in the mail and we mail 4 segments of a given model, segments 1 through 4, you can see the results here from a revenue per piece or sales per piece perspective. First segment gets $1.50, the second segment gets $1.25, 95 cents for segment 3, and 80 cents for segment 4. Typically what we see is mailers panic because they only want to mail up to their targeted number, right? In this case, it's $1. So let's do an example where if they were to only mail segments 1 and 2,
they would end up bringing on 6,880 new customers.
So we're going to take
the 6,880 new customers and bring it down to the bottom.
If they were to look at the overall average of all segments, it'll end up being $1.23, which overall meets their criteria, which ends up bringing on
8,630 clients.
So now that they have these two scenarios, one where they mailed only segments 1 and 2, the other where they mailed all 4 segments. Now they're going to do their next customer mailing. This is a simple math problem. If they stopped at mailing segments 1 and 2, they're only going to generate about
$69,000 in revenue.
If they went with the
8,630,
mailing all 4 segments, which combined met their criteria of $1,
they're going to bring on $86,000, netting an additional $17,500 in revenue.
And that is just for one mailing. So typically clients are mailing more than one time per year. So a new customer will come in, they'll get mailed the very next opportunity, then they'll get mailed again and again and again. So if you were to take that initial mailing and stop at only segments 1 and 2, you are actually generating less revenue than you would have if you mailed all 4 segments, when in reality, all 4 segments combined did meet the prospecting criteria of $1. Something to think about.